All right, blocks in business development. Marketing. People hate marketing. Oh, they struggle with marketing. It's one of the biggest blocks that we find in business development. And here is my thoughts on marketing, especially as a nurse, because as nurses, we are not used to marketing ourselves. We're not used to going out there and selling our services or products or anything, especially as a private paid business entity, because we're so used to just providing work, getting a check. And so it's, we have money blocks, and that'll be another video in itself. But we have these blocks around marketing. And I want you to understand that it's just an unknown. It's an early unknown in business development that you have to get over. And I think that one of the areas that I have struggled with when I launched was I hated cold calling. I hated walking into a facility. I hated doing all the things that I teach now in the Foot and Nail Institute. I felt that uncomfortableness, and that is why I can teach to it inside of the Foot and Nail Institute. And when people are like, I have a problem with X, Y, and Z now, I'm like, oh, let me tell you how to work that out. And so because I've been there, I've done it. And so that's one of the things that's wonderful about having a mentor inside of a course and paying for mentorship in whatever area that you are looking at building a business in. Regardless of what business you're looking at building in this arena, marketing is the biggest thing across the board that I think that everybody has struggled with. And part of that is because it's just vulnerability. It's just us being vulnerable, because now we have to go out there and the world's going to see us. One of the things that I think is important to do is understand where we are now in the digital age of marketing. So we have marketing that we can do either over the phone, old school cold calls. We have marketing that we can do in person. We also have digital marketing that we do online. So digital marketing can be website, it can be social media, it can be campaigns on social media, it can also be running ads. These are all different marketing tactics. And so one of the things that I think that helps people get used to being out there is look at yourself on these spaces. Open your camera, put the video, open that video and hit play. And at the first, you're gonna feel really like, I don't wanna look at this. I don't wanna do this. It's gonna feel really ick to you. You gotta do it. Get used to looking at yourself. And at first you're gonna be like, what do I say? I want you to just start saying whatever it is, your pitch. I want you to start saying that pitch to yourself. Whatever your sales pitch is, start saying that to yourself. Because the more that you say it to yourself, the more it becomes ingrained in your mind. It's like the neuroplasticity stuff. It starts to really become part of who you are, and it will just start to flow. It will flow so much easier the more you say. Say it when you're in the shower. Say it when you're putting your makeup on. Say it when you're doing your hair. Ask yourself the questions. What you anticipate. Questions. Anticipate the questions that whoever you're pitching to is going to have for you. Have those questions ready to go, and then have the answer of what that deliverable is going to be that you're going to give back to them. Have it ready to go so you can just be like, yeah, X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be. Have that so indoctrinated in your head that you can say it in your sleep. Nothing that you're stumbling around, searching for an answer. You don't want to look like that. You need to look like the expert out here. You are the expert in whatever space it is that you're selling. So when you are creating, your pitch, write out the list of questions that you think that they're going to have for you. I teach this inside of the course. Here's how to guide. Here's how to navigate the questions, the phone calls. Here's what you say. Here's the, questions that I get. This is how you navigate this stuff. This is why mentors are really important, because they've been through it. They know what the questions are going to be. Have that kind of stuff out there ready to go so that you can speak to it. The other thing that people, I think that they like to get around is they like faceless marketing. They're like, yeah, but I can do faceless marketing. You can, but I'm gonna be honest with you. In today's digital space, what really resonates with people is that face. They like to see who they're working with. They like to see who they're buying from. They like to feel the connectivity of that. A lot of selling is emotional at this point, especially in the digital age, because it is relationships. And so I think that when people can see you on a video and they can connect with you and they can say, yeah, I like her. She's real. She's this. She's transparent. I like that. There's no smoke and mirrors. People connect with that. And I think that if you can create that in a video or a vlog or a post or whatever it is, if you can convey who you are in that, that sells more. And that is going to resonate more with people versus just images, pictures, and text on a post. And so that's one of the things that I try to, teach people, that faceless marketing exists, but I'll be honest, the data is out there and it's not selling as good as this is selling. Selling is relationship. It's an engagement. You have a relationship through the screen with the buyer. Bridge that gap through the digital space of selling to them. And so that's one of the things that I think is really important. It's just the vulnerability in the beginning. You're not used to it, and that's okay. Get a mentor to help you get through that space. Have the mindset about that. One of the things that I did when I would go out and sell, I had a playlist. It's gonna sound crazy, but I did. And I swear by this. Create a playlist, a pump up playlist, whatever music you need that is like your go-to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna get that song and put them in playlists, and listen to that before you go out there and sell yourself. Pump yourself up. You're gonna have to be your own cheerleader out here. And so that's one of the things that I did. So that's one of my things that I would suggest as far as marketing. Hope that helps.